With strong fiscal management, we continue to deliver balanced budgets operating without a deficit for the past 4 years. Actually ending with a notable surplus of $336,250 on the town side and $510,770 school surplus, obviously on the school side, totaling a surplus of $847,020. And I want to commend the school department and our town employees for helping with that. Thank you very much, Superintendent. I am very proud to say that the town of Johnston's fiscal stability is stronger than it has ever been, with a bond rating of A- from Moody's and Standard & Poor's for the first time in the town's history. We maintain financial stability for our future. When I first took over as your mayor, I knew we needed a strong economic development program to attract new businesses to the town. And of course, I pledged 4 years ago that I would focus on establishing a sound economic development plan that would reduce the tax burdens on our residents and stabilize our taxes, also creating jobs for our citizens. So working together with business leaders throughout the state and receiving input from local business leaders, we have exceeded all of our expectations. I stand here before you tonight as we continue to build on over $500 million, that's $500 million being invested in new development for our town. Companies include A. Dewey Pyle, FedEx Ground, the new McDonald's, the Amber Construction, Ballard Mac Truck, Stonehill Marketplace, the new BJ's, the Federal Immigration Building, finally a Taco Bell, a new Taco Bell, Blue Awakenings, a new coffee shop, and a new state-of-the-art recycling facility at Patriot Disposal. Also TD Bank, Protect, Broad Rock Renewable Energy, that's a $100 million project that will begin groundbreaking on Wednesday, weather permitting. Of course, FM Global, a company that's been part of this fabric of our community for many, many years. They thankfully decided to build a new corporate headquarters right here in Johnston, rather than relocate to Massachusetts. After many discussions with my administration and the town council, we were able to convince FM Global that they belong right here in Johnston, Rhode Island. As mayor, I'm very pleased to say that they decided to stay. So to FM Global, I want to say thank you for your faith, trust, and confidence in my administration, the town council's administration, as well as the town. Thank you very much. We're very glad that you stayed. The businesses and developments that I just mentioned tonight will create over 700 jobs. Dr. Diamante is in the audience tonight. I want to thank you, Doctor, for building your new beautiful office building, a brand new medical building on Hartford Avenue. There's also a new CVS pharmacy on Plainfield Pike. We've got 2 new gyms that have opened. And finally, one of our major concerns, Stewart's Plaza. A vacant eyesore for over 20 years will soon be home to a major hotel, 2 restaurants, a bank, various retail spaces. And I want to thank Mr. Jeff Salatin from Salatin Management for his investing over $28 million in that project. Thank you, Jeff, for your faith, trust, and confidence in our town. In these uncertain economic times, when businesses are boarding up their storefronts in other communities, Johnston's skyline is lined with cranes and construction. A further testament to this community's resolve and commitment to the business community. These developers and businesses have entrusted their faith in this administration and our town council, as well as our community as a whole. As a government, we continue to look for ways to operate more efficiently and effectively. As one of the members of the coalition of mayors, town administrators, town managers, and town council presidents, which, by the way, many of my friends are up here today, I thank you all for coming. Thank you very much. We're working all together. We really are, with areas that we're examining ways to increase our buying power, combining our services, thereby reducing the tax burden for all of our citizens. Johnson has successfully consolidated our animal control services with my dear friend Mayor Labate in non-profits, as well as combining our street sweeping services with non-profits. We need to look at more consolidation, though, between the communities in the future, a consolidation that makes sense, a consolidation program that works. The word consolidation does sound very exciting, but we as leaders must make sure it works and works for our communities. I will not consider any consolidation of services unless it benefits our taxpayers. We will be looking to the General Assembly to enact enabling legislation to consolidate other departments. For example, the consolidation of police and fire dispatching, as well as sharing other resources, providing the very best services for the citizens that we all represent. The school department. We work closely now with the school department. We teamed up with plowing and also repairing our vehicles, as well as specialized employees which we can share. We work as one town now with the school committee. Prior to my administration, there was always an antagonistic relationship between the two. We now work together as one, saving the taxpayers thousands of dollars. Approximately 3 years ago, we formed the Rhode Island Municipal Insurance Corporation, an acronym known as RIMIC, with North Providence, Cumberland, Lincoln, and Woonsocket in order to purchase health care for our employees in the masses as I say is involved. The formation of RIMIC saved our town, both on the school and town side, $1.5 million. We recently consolidated purchasing life insurance for our employees, saving over $139,000 a year. These thousands we have saved up add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars, then to millions over the years. That's how I count our pennies in the town. Soon we'll have the grand opening of a new Marion J. Moore Library, which I'm very pleased was approved by the voters. I want to recognize and thank a few people for that library, that new library. That's our director, John Anderson, and his staff, the Library Board, and the Friends of the Library for all their efforts in making our new library reality. Would you please stand in the audience, please? John Anderson and his staff. Thank you very much to the board. Thank you so much. Thank you. In working with the town council a couple of years ago, we began a road repaving program whereby we replaced and repaired roads in our community, which have been neglected for several years. We've been repairing roads with grant money procured from state and federal government programs. Although we're facing the worst economic times in recent history, we will continue to improve our infrastructure in a responsible and affordable manner. We also recently completed a major sewer project in Councilman Pinicelli's district, known as the Memorial Platte area of town, whereby residents, after 40 years, have finally received sewers to improve their quality of life. This project, ladies and gentlemen, was completed under budget and on time with $400,000 in stimulus money to help defray the cost of that project. Also, as I mentioned earlier, a new sewer line will be installed from Old Cassett Road down to Central Avenue to Abbott Avenue, allowing residents who wish to the ability to connect to that line. This line will be installed and financed by resource recovery, once again at no cost to the taxpayers of our town. Just over a month ago, working with Senator Reed and Senator Whitehouse, we obtained a brand new bus for our senior center through government funding to complement our state-of-the-art Johnson Senior Center. Under the management of Tony Zomper and Millie Santilli, as well as the devoted staff and volunteers, it's one of the premier centers in Rhode Island, and I want to thank them also. Let's have a round of applause for them. I'm also happy to report that the Cassett Railroad project is underway, being funded by the federal government, and of course, once again, at no cost to Johnston taxpayers. Once again, it means to give thanks to the two gentlemen that are on stage who helped us with that, Senator Reed and Senator Whitehouse, for their efforts. Thank you very much, Senator.